Y'all know what the most dangerous cat is. I am the most dangerous cat. Alright, I set everything up. So, it all started when I started to hook everything up to go to Netherlands because my plan was to. I go there with the caravan to the TwitchCon. Actually, it went pretty great. The travels to there were pretty nice. I took one nap before going there all the way. Wait. At first I thought they had maybe a different I thought they drive on the left side, but they actually don't. The first thing that I noticed was auto gas was hella cheap and gas prices for petrol was really expensive. It was so expensive that I tried not to fuel my car for the entire time. Although there were some nice people, but I didn't really talk to anyone. So I went to my destination, to the camp. It was really nice. People were really lovely. And at a really nice spot. The food was really expensive though. You were able to order pizza and other things, so yeah, I never really used that thing. After that I was deciding to go around a little bit and check out the scenery. It was pretty hot actually, it was 32 degrees. There we have the first photo. I didn't really walk much, I just walked to a nearby town and yeah, I saw this. I thought there were more, but there were actually almost no windmills at all. Only the big tall ones, the modern ones, but I wanted to see the old ones. Then I saw a bird just looking at me and I took a photo. The pros will probably know what kind of bird that is. It kind of looks like a raven or something. It was really close and it didn't really walk away or anything. It was pretty scary, actually, now that I think about it. Then there was this huge scenery. I really liked it. It was a nice thing. It was the same region. Basically there were boats all over and houseboats were there as well. There we have it, the houseboats. I think people were actually living on those. Kinda cool though. There was also a town that was called Little America. Yeah, there's another few houses. I walked along the beach basically, or well, not beach, but canal, and it was pretty cool actually. Then in the distance I saw this awesome tower. I didn't went there because it was really tiny roads and lots of people were there and I was afraid. It's also getting nighttime, so I decided to go home after this. I saw this nice little walkway. I walked down there. There was lots of flies and mosquitoes actually. Then the next morning there was a chicken at the bathroom, so always kind of funny. It looked at me really scary. I got intimidated and I ran away to the TwitchCon basically. Oh yeah, this picture is funny because I didn't know what the toilets or where the bathroom is, you know, because the bathroom and the toilet is like the same. Name. Oh yeah, I saw a bridge that went up. I never saw that. It was pretty cool actually. They were like normal boats going past it, very interesting. Then it was finally the day. TwitchCon. It was Friday actually. We were able to pick up the badges, and it was really well organized actually, and there were not many people. It was just a small merch store. It was still pretty intimidating. They also had fries, like they were selling fries, and yeah, I actually noticed that people were starting coughing and stuff, but I didn't thought about it. Later on I found out there was like a virus outbreak while on TwitchCon. Then I got in line, I was waiting for people. It was a little bit scary. Because there were many people actually in the front and back and I couldn't leave basically. But I listened to music and I didn't thought about much, so I just waited in line for my badge. Then we got closer. I got a closer picture. I actually don't know anyone from this picture. Like I don't know who these people are. I'd probably Netherlands influencers or German influencers. Wait, I do know Sweet Anita. But yeah, I walked in, I picked up my badge, and they had a cool duck. It was massive and had squeaky noises. I was actually too scared and afraid to record. So now this is the next day, was a Saturday, the day of opening, and there were a little bit more people. Yeah, my picture was actually pretty good. We had a pretty good weather. It was not too hot and not too warm. So it was actually perfect. Better than on Friday, the day before. It was easy entrance actually. You just walked in because I picked up the badge on the day before on Friday, and then we basically... Yeah, I went into the expo hall. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a picture I made when I left, so it's from Friday to Saturday. So I bought a few things. Actually yeah, I did meet a few people, even the community manager John, who was really nice. We talked a little bit, but only on Sunday. Generally, on the first day I didn't talk to anyone. The hardest challenge was actually at the badge pickup. I had to say my channel name to get my badge. And after some trying I actually did it, and yeah, I got the badge. So yeah, I bought a few things. That's basically 145 euros. The plastic bag on the bottom left was free. This is basically the expo hall. There are some games and sponsor, and they had a McDonald's in the middle. They had some community games basically, but they were not really my type, you know? Because like there are randomly people playing with each other. There were also the artist hallway where people were basically just drawing your stuff, but they wanted like 120 euros for like one picture. There were also lots of fries, like there were so many food trucks selling fries and only fries. I don't know why, but maybe Netherlands really likes fries. I don't know. Then there was this massive Tarkov arena thing where no one went to. It was always empty like throughout the entire expo. You know, there was like a game for like $50,000. Then there was like a game show basically, but basically the people in the... I'm sorry, I can't. The watchers said all the right things. Like, there was a question and the people in the society, I don't know how it's called, they shapes with their arms, like YMCA. Literally, they made like whole body shapes with their arms, hands and bodies. So they did it, they got 300 gifted subs. Those were also affiliates, so only affiliates can join there. I could have done that as well, but I think that is really crazy and I would never do that. I imagine being on stage. I would just melt. Then there was the creator camper. I was mostly hanging around, and as far as I know this guy is called John and he's like one of the lead community managers. It was really nice because they had really interesting ways of explaining how everything works. And you were even able to stream indoors, like it was allowed. And on Sunday, it's actually funny because we met and we talked about our tattoos, because I have an Overwatch tattoo on my arm and he has like his sponsored games and stuff on his arm, like Hello Kitty and stuff. And he actually loves playing Reinhardt in Overwatch, so we talked about it, and yeah, it was like before the show begun and we talked about 20 minutes about it. There was also some kind of QR code thing going on with our badges, and you were able to scan other people's badges. But I didn't really know how to work, so I didn't really do that. There was some kind of point system and you got like 2 stickers at the end for doing like a whole bunch of stuff, which I thought was pretty bad. Like, I thought you maybe get more stuff. Because that's quite the effort, like you had to go to every point on the thing and yeah, on every booth and scan a QR code. Oh yeah, then I was driving wildly around and I basically just followed the ocean. I had a problem, I had a small incident, but I will come to that later. So yeah, this is pretty nice actually. I always wanted to see the North Sea, so I just followed the ocean basically. There was this line of mountains, and by that was the ocean. Then I walked with my sneakers around the sand. It was really difficult because the sand was really smooth and deep actually. It was a pretty steep hill and I think no one else was there. I was literally alone on the ocean for a little bit before some people spawned. Like in my draw distance, you know, and I picked up some sand just to feel it because I never really had that kind of sand in my hand. It felt really good actually. And then I found a hole, so I assume some guys made a hole and left. I got closer and there was a sign not to jump into the water because the water is rough. So I decided to watch from the distance. Then I saw this jellyfish on the ground. I think it was dead. I didn't want to touch it because I watched a lot of Nemo. So I didn't want to get shocked or whatever. Oh yeah, and here I got a coffee. And this one gave me so much energy. I was having a shock of my life because I don't know why, but it just broke me. Oh yeah, I wanted to do this picture because there's a big story behind this. So yeah, so basically there are mobile homeowners, caravans, vans, and transformed cars for camping. And on this one were only mobile people allowed, but I didn't know that only mobile homeowners. Also, it was smelling like shit there because there are so many fields and they probably got like new fertilizer. But anyways, I parked there. I waited for like 5 hours and I thought, oh, maybe I can sleep and then I will go to Amsterdam, but plot. I was not allowed to be here. Plot twist, I mean. And basically people were like, a person came and knocked on my door and ripped it open when I tried to open it slowly. For my stay, because that was what the sign said. And then this guy yelled at me in Dutch and got really angry and said I have to leave immediately or else he will call the police. Then I said, I can pay double as well to stay here maybe. And I would leave in the morning. He said no, the only thing that would make me be allowed to stay here would if I suck his dick and pay double. He was yelling at me as well, so I was pretty confused. I was collecting all my things and I decided to leave, and I did, and what got pretty late. And in Netherlands, it's not really allowed to sleep on the road or on parking spaces at the highway. So I was driving back to my country just to sleep and I was super tired and I had pretty bad sleep, I mean. So yeah, and then I realized like when I was home I was Googling, and basically mobile homers are like a higher thing and they have more rights because they are like a different section and they are like higher society. I was at some other parking spaces and there were only mobile homes allowed, no caravans, no vans, only mobile homes. So the conclusion is TwitchCon was actually pretty good. I had lots of fun there on Sunday. Saturday was really scary. So, yeah, Saturday was really scary because I didn't know where to go before I found the sections on the upper floor. And that was pretty cool. And there was also lots of things that were really informative, and there was like a time where we were able to talk about women's safety on Twitch, and it was really interesting and informative. But the funny thing is the CEO of safety was there as well, and she let her handbag on so she left the handbag on a light and the handbag catched fire. We all smelled it in the room, but no one said anything because we didn't know where the smell came from, so people just said, oh well, never mind. And then we saw there was a fire actually on her handbag on the light source behind the seating area. And it was really funny because she was literally the CEO of safety and like security. Hey there Blue, we just finished basically with everything but welcome. And I actually got also infected. I got tested and I got the Norovirus from the TwitchCon basically. So yeah, after the tragic incident on the mobile home parking space, I decided to drive back home, and now I arrived yesterday, but I was super tired so I couldn't stream. So yeah, do you guys have any questions about TwitchCon? Also, I learned a lot of new things, how to handle a channel and stuff like that, so I will probably try to implement all that, you know, getting more professional and stuff. So now I'm actually thinking, should I go to TwitchCon next year? And for now I can't really say yes or no. It was pretty nice because now I at least know how it goes and what to do to have a good time. Because I went in pretty blind. But on TwitchCon people were really nice and welcoming, and I loved that. We had all kinds of people as well, so I think anyone is welcome on TwitchCon. It was a really interesting environment because it was like a new country and all that, and all the people you know was kind of scary. But I already saw that everything that I did so far is good. Like I have an outro, I have an intro, I'm pretty well planned. I stream daily. So yeah, that was TwitchCon 2024, and yeah, until next time, and yeah, I appreciate if you guys would leave a sub.